What's the deal, Pickles, and welcome back. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you. Just recently, we crossed over 700 subscribers on YouTube. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot to us, and we appreciate it. If you're just joining us, you know that we've been working on a CrossKart for the last couple of weeks, and nothing's changed. We're still working on it. Come a long way. We've still got a lot of work to do. Today, we're going to be working on the front bumper, the rear shock tower, and suspension. So, that being said, let's get after it. So what I'm going to be doing here is we took this old Polaris bumper. I may or may not have gotten it on camera. And I cut the center section out and cut it down. I had to rebend it a little bit, but we're actually going to repurpose this to close in the front of this cart. Alright, so I've got to tack these in place, but this one right here is just a hair farther out than this one. Can't force it in by hand, so then I remembered there are very few problems on this earth that cannot be solved with a big old hammer. I'll get you in a minute.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free.
Now I could just leave this like it is. I'd like to add a cross brace across here just to give it a little bit more rigidity, and it'll give us a place to mount fog light, maybe the feeder for the winch, stuff like that. So we'll run a brace across here and stiffen this bad boy up.
You got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. Now leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. Like sheep, move feet, hurt.
Well, I think that looks pretty good. So I had to call in reinforcements. We're wanting to start setting up our rear suspension. John is currently getting the rear end lined up because, as it turns out, I am absolutely terrible at this. I am not good at doing these alignments on the rears of these things. So, but I'm man enough to admit it, and that's all that matters. So while John's aligning this rear end, you're doing a good job, buddy. You know that, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna get it done. Fake it till I make it if I can't figure it out.
Close enough for government work. I'm going to introduce you to our new friends. These are gas shocks that we're going to be putting on the rear of this thing. We're hoping just one will do it because I only ordered the pair. They are air shocks. I think I got these off of Amazon. They were not expensive, so we're not expecting a whole lot. If they work, cool.
A lot of people say that these do not have oil in them. I can verify it has oil because I've wrecked something hard enough to blow a shock apart.
That's right, when you blew up the Trailmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the foot peg snapped off at Busco, and you collapsed the suspension on that jump.
10mm bolt mark in the middle of my chest from it.
Still?
Yep.
Wow.
That's a scar.
I'm not going to ask you to see it. You want to see it? You'll figure it out. We're going to work on building a shock tower. We're going to reinforce the absolute crap out of the rear of this thing because I really don't want this collapsing.
You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind.
Ooh, shiny.
And causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't wanna.
So now John is figuring out where our level spot is going to be above the CV axles. We want everything to be in line.
Figured it out.
Yeah, that took some finagling right there. What we've done was we're going to use, because we're concerned about the strength of it, we're going to use this 1.5 square tube. I'm not letting go of it because I've got it exactly where I want it. But it was a little too wide to be down here because this flares out. So I just cut a notch out of it and then hammered this side in so it's still closed in right here. I'll tack this in and then I'll weld all this together when we do the full weld.
Place I wanna be first, work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like
We got this piece cut. This is going to be our main support for the strut tower. I'm going to tack it in place, and since neither one of us are very good at math, trace out what we need for a cross piece down here, and that's what we're going to mount the shock to, and we'll have several different areas for it to bolt to, so we can change ride height, stiffness, all that.
you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better
Trash out of here. We messed that one up, so we made a new one.
you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change.
That's some oily metal, man.
Yeah, look at this smoking.
God.
What we're doing for the shock mount, we're gonna mount it here.
Out like that. On both sides.
And then that's gonna go in there.
We'll drill out this plate and we'll tack them together, drill them out like they're supposed to be.
Looking for somebody who could save him instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on the scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change.
Look at that.
That looks a lot better now.
It does, don't it? Yeah, throw that shock up there. Let's see what it looks like.
That'll look a lot better.
Yeah, man. So now what we're doing is getting all this lined up. And we can tack in these bottom tabs. We'll set this thing down on all fours.
Yep, set it down for the first time
Yep.
on its own suspension.
Yes.
You deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on the scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CrossKart has landed. She is officially on all fours. We got the shocks in, we got the tabs tacked in, and
Squeaky bushing.
she's a little squeaky, but it'll be all right. You won't be able to hear it over the motor anyway. You want to jump up and down on her, or you want me to do it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man.
Works good.
Heck yeah.
They're adjustable.
Yep.
Actually, we'll show you how the adjustment helps. Now you got.
We've got it on the softest setting. So John, will you do the honors? Oh my God.
I wasn't kidding.
Man.
That's bottoming it out that way.
Yep. Hitting the bump stops.
Yep. So you got a lot more travel.
But what we do have now is independent rear suspension.
Yes. You didn't think it was going to make that much difference, did you?
I really didn't. I really didn't. All right, so we have hit another turning point in the CrossKart. Finally got it on all fours with a custom-built, fully independent rear suspension.
I think we've done more than hit a turning point with the CrossKart. I think we hit a milestone for a Rattle King Customs.
This is the first independent rear suspension, first independent suspension we've built.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a fighter jet. I mean, just look at it.
Would you just look at it?
Just look at it.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. All this stuff on the back, we designed and built.
Yeah, we've done motorcycles, full-size cars, but we've never actually built something that's large. It's always been go-karts and mini bikes. And
Yeah, exactly. This is new, uncharted territory for us. I had to switch arms. My arm got tired. John, you just look stoked about this. He hadn't quit grinning since we put this thing on the ground. But if you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Make sure you use the links in the description to pick up a t-shirt from MiniBike Apparel or a Rattle Can Customs t-shirt from Stover Customs. And until next time, y'all get up, get out there, and get after it. I mean, we tried. We tried.
Try.